everybody. This is Mary again at Quilting on the Square. We're here today. We're going to teach you how to make our grandpa's buzzsaw quilt. This is a buzzsaw block and it's made of 4 units. This quilt was made using all the same fabric. And it turns out really nice, I think, with the same fabrics. So that's using the same fabrics. This little kid's quilt over here was made using novelty prints. And you can see each of the sections of the blade is one unique fabric. So you can put it together that way. All one fabric for a whole blade, different fabrics in the 4 sections of the blade, or if we come up here, here's some scrappy versions of it, where we've mixed everything up and every blade section has different fabrics in it. This is just a little pillow that we made, a bench pillow, and a bed runner. The instructions do have directions on this sashing, how to make this sashing and put it all together. For purposes today, we're just going to talk about how to make the buzzsaw blade itself. So to make the buzzsaw block, this is our grandpa's buzzsaw pattern. And it does have all the instructions and the fabric requirements you need to make everything from a table topper up to a king-size quilt, as well as all your yardage. You can use fat quarters for this. You can use your scraps for this. Your complete cutting directions, kind of a pictorial guide, your instructions, and then how to make the sashing and all of that is in our pattern. To start with Grandpa's buzzsaw, you need a bunch of 7-inch squares of what I'm going to call your focal fabric, and the number you need are included in the directions. You're also going to need 2-inch by 6-inch strips of fabric from your focal fabric again. And you're going to need your background fabric. And these are 7-inch squares of your background fabric, the same number of backgrounds as you have focal fabrics. Now, to make the buzzsaw, it's really very simple. It's kind of like making Rice Krispie treats. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your background fabrics and you're going to draw a diagonal line right across the middle here. Okay, so on all your background fabrics, you're going to draw this diagonal line from corner to corner. I would use a lighter touch than this, but I wanted to make sure that you could see it. You're going to take these background fabrics and you're going to layer them right sides together with one of your focal fabrics, just like this. And if you wanted to put a little pin in it when you sew it, that's fine. You're going to stitch 1/4 inch on each side of this line. And the easiest way to do that is just to use your 1/4 inch foot and put that little lip right along that line and sew. So you're going to do that. It's going to end up looking like this. So you can see here is my drawn line and here's my 1/4 inch on each side of that drawn line. And you can see you get a half square triangle from this side and a half square triangle from this side. Your next step is to split these apart. So you simply lay your ruler from corner to corner along your drawn line and cut. So these are cut, and then you're going to go and you're going to press these to the darker fabric. So these will get pressed. From every square, you're going to end up with 2 half square triangles that look like this. At this point now, we want to square these up and we're going to square them up to be 6 inches square. The ruler we're going to use this Creative Grids ruler, and I like this ruler because it has this diagonal line that runs along here. On this side, you do have your 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, all the way up to our 6 inch. On the other side, you have 1.5 inch increments. So if you needed a 6.5 inch square, you would line up with this. And now I'm going to show you how we do that. So we're going to take our block, just like this, and we're going to line this diagonal line, this line, right up with that sewn diagonal line on our half square triangle. Now here is where our 6 inch mark is on each side and the diagonal line. So we're going to trim 2 sides. Just like that. And then we're going to turn this, and now we're going to take this 6 inch mark here and the 6 inch mark there, line those up with the sides we just trimmed. Our diagonal line on the ruler is right on that diagonal line on the fabric. And we're going to trim this. And now you have a perfect 6 inch half square triangle. To make the buzzsaw, you're going to trim all of your half square triangles down to 6 inches. At this point now, you're going to trim these into 1.5 by 6 inch segments. And you do want to pay attention to the placement of your block. So I'm going to use the same ruler. Here's my 1.5 inch mark. There's my first slice. There's my second slice. Whoops, that's not my second slice. There's my second slice. There you go. 4 pieces, just like that. Now we're going to rearrange these blocks. So we're going to take our blocks and we're just going to shift them. So we're going to move that one over to here, this one over to here, this one to here, that one to there, and we're going to add one of these 2 inch by 6 inch rectangles and sew all this together to make a buzzsaw block. Now this is one that would be in a solid all-in-one fabric. If you wanted to mix that up, you would just cut all your pieces apart from all your different fabrics and make something that maybe looks like this. And that would be then your block. Once it's sewn together, there you go. There's one block of your buzzsaw. To complete the block, you simply sew 4 of these together. So you would sew those 4 together, and you have a Grandpa's buzzsaw block. Couldn't be any easier. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you'll try it, and we hope you learned how to square up your half square triangles. Okay, that's how easy it is to make Grandpa's buzzsaw. We do have a link to the pattern in the description of this video if you're interested in that. The sashing instructions, the borders, and all the fabric yardage are included in there. This pattern couldn't be easier to make, and it is a great stash buster. If you like the video, be sure and like it. If you want to see more videos from us, be sure and subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.